Hello. In this presentation, I will introduce the Multilingual Software Development and Translation Technology Graduate Diploma at the University of Limerick in the Department of Computer Science and Information Systems. My name is Tabea Deville and I am the course director of this program. The Graduate Diploma is a one-year program. It starts in September and you graduate in the following summer. It is a face-to-face on-campus program outside of COVID restrictions, and it is a full-time program. It teaches software development to those without a computing degree. The other element of this program is the multilingual and translation technology aspect, which I will talk about more in a moment. The aim of this program is to prepare students for interdisciplinary fields. This means that whatever your previous education you bring to the table, whatever you can combine here with the software development aspect, is what you will be able to do with your career in the future. So, for example, if you have studied law before, you might be able to specialize in technology law. Or if you have done any sort of engineering, biology, or business studies, or any of these kind of fields, then you can combine your previous background with software development and specialize in that interdisciplinary area. You will learn to develop software systems that are customized to individual locales, so different countries and markets. And you should be able to work in entry-level positions in software development if that's what you wish to do afterwards. Or the other use case is to gain technical skills to enhance an existing career in localization industry. So, for example, if you're a project manager already and you wish to enhance your knowledge of software development in order to be a better technical project management in the localization industry, or if you want to be a localization engineer or any of these kind of jobs that benefit from having a higher knowledge of technical concepts. The target audience, as I mentioned before, are those individuals who do not have a previous software development experience. You should have a first or second class level 8 honours degree in a complementary program. So that might be a linguistics, arts, humanities, social sciences, science, business, health, or medicine. So in an area where you would have not previously studied software development. You must meet the English language qualifications or requirements at the University of Limerick, and this is an HCI funded program, so you might qualify for sponsorship of the fees, or you can also join us self-funded where you then pay the fees yourself. Here are a number of potential fields and jobs, so you can expect to be able to work in a junior software development area or in testing. You can do the requirements engineering, so that is where you develop the plans for the software development essentially. Front-end development, localization engineer, so the localization engineer supports the localization process and translation process by preparing files and automating processes. A translation technology consultant, internationalisation consultant, technical product owners. So basically wherever technology and your previous area intersect, or especially in the localization field, these would be quite common roles afterwards. So let's have a look at the content, and this is the content across the 2 semesters. So there are 2 modules, one in the first semester, one in the second, where you learn Java programming. And that means that you learn to write Java language code from the ground up. So the assumption is you have never written a line of code. If you don't know what it means to program, have a look at our website at localisation.ie, and you can see some introduction to what it actually is when you program. That is often something that people find a little bit difficult to imagine what that actually requires of them and what the process is for them. So, and then in the second semester, you take intermediate programming, which is the follow-on from the introduction to programming. You have 3 modules in software localization, internationalization, and translation technology. So in the first semester, you take best practice software internationalization, where you learn the fundamentals of software localization, some cultural adaptation processes, and you learn how to develop software so that it can be adapted for international markets. So this is a lot about things like date, number formats. This is about how to write code so you can actually export the text and how to write it in a way that it can be translated well, and a whole bunch of these kind of topics. In the first semester, you also study language engineering and translation technology. So there, with using the language Python, the programming language Python, you learn how to complete basic language processing tasks. And you also learn about translation technology. So this would be computer-assisted translation tools, a little bit about machine translation, and so on. And then in translation technology systems, you learn more about different types of localization, different file formats, standards, and basically putting all of these topics together. And translation technology systems is in the second semester. And then finally, a set of further modules that are in the first and in the second semester. I've just bunched them together here. So you have software testing and inspection, which is basically the process at the end of software development and also while the code is being written, is where you ensure that it is adheres to requirements and that it functions well. And you learn to do that in this module. Then database systems. When you write code, you also interact with some sort of storage system, which is called a database, where the data of, for example, users or any sort of other data that you need is stored for the purposes of your systems. And in database systems, you learn how to set up these databases, how to store data, how to retrieve it, and so on. Mobile application design and introduction to web development are just more specialized areas of software development, so for mobile applications and for the web. And then finally, the project management and practice is about project management in a software context. That is very helpful if you actually want to work in an organization, so you understand the full life cycle of a project and you understand how it is then implemented, or implementing all the different things you've learned in the other modules into a coherent overall project. If you would like to know more, there are some places you can go for help. One is if you have questions about administration or admission, you can email the Springboard team, springboard@ul.ie. If you wish to talk about the course content or how it is delivered, then you can contact me, Tabea Deville, at ul.ie. And there are also two links. So one is www.localisation.ie/education. So that is the website of the Localization Research Centre. You can see our education offerings, and there's also a subpage there where you can see more information about this program. And you can also see here on the screen the link for the application page for this program. And further, if you wish to be in touch via social media, so you can do that via Twitter or Facebook, either for myself or the Localization Research Centre, as you can see on the screen. Thank you very much, and I hope to see you soon in Limerick.